Hi, Sean Bennett here with Asset Integration Consultants. And while hunkered down at home riding out Hurricane Ian, or at least the remnants of, I thought I'd do something a little more productive than binge watch Succession, although I'm told I should. Now, maybe later, but first a word on tax loss harvesting. Now, 2022 has been a roller coaster for investors like you. If you've cashed in on the stock market's record performance or sold your home for a large profit, but have watched your investments slide in the last few months while inflation bites at your budget, don't worry. In this video, I'll walk you through tax loss harvesting, a way to potentially help turn investment losses into tax breaks. Now, this video gets into some pretty technical stuff, but I'm here to help. Now, selling an investment for a gain is great until it comes tax time and Uncle Sam wants a share. But you can lower how much capital gains tax you owe by selling assets for a loss if it makes sense for your overall financial strategy. This is known as tax loss harvesting, and it's a strategy savvy investors employ to lower their tax bill. But it can be complicated. So keep these three things in mind. First, if you sold an asset that you held for less than a year, you generated short-term capital gains. And these are taxed at higher rates than long-term capital gains. So you'll want to classify those assets that you sold into two buckets, held more than a year and held less than a year. This is important, as I'll explain next, because second, when selling assets for a loss to offset your capital gains, you need to keep apples with apples and oranges with oranges. Short-term losses can only be used to offset short-term gains, while long-term losses offset long-term gains. And third, don't sell assets strictly to harvest a tax loss. That's not always the best move for your financial situation. Now, we can work together to identify the right time to liquidate underperforming investments if and when it makes sense. If you're like most folks, you want to pay the least amount of tax possible so that you can continue saving for your future. Techniques like tax loss harvesting can help, but you need to look at your overall financial strategy to see if it makes sense this year. Now, if you have a question about what I've discussed with you, or you'd like to speak with me personally about your situation, please use the form below to send me a message. I'll respond personally. Take care.